Hey guys, it is Miniman and we are back with another Escape from Tarkov video, and these are going to be a different style of video that I'm looking at doing, and basically I'm going to talk over my raids. I'm going to try and explain what it is that I'm thinking and why I'm doing certain things that I'm doing. So obviously a lot of the actual in-game footage, I will have the volume down quite a bit, and you will see that I've instantly cut to me being within the stronghold. The reason that I've done that there is simply because nothing happens. I literally run from spawn to stronghold. I'm currently in a duo as well. I'm running with SX, one of the moderators. A lot of you guys may already know SX. And our communication is normally pretty good. Our 600,000 view TikTok says differently. But yeah. So I kill the scav here. I push over towards Crack House. Obviously, my main aim for all of these raids is just for PvP. So I go running over towards Crack House. And as I get close, I actually end up hearing as if somebody's mic is flickering on and off, and that's something you want to pay attention to nowadays within Tarkov. It's basically like some weird bug within VoIP, and it kind of shows or lets you know that somebody is at least within the area. I think there's people in there, you know.
Yeah, I thought there was.
Yeah, there is.
I'm gonna push around to the back.
So you see that I'm actually holding this right hand angle. The door for the kitchen is open, and I basically tell SX that there's a door open in here. That's a little bit of game knowledge, a little bit of map knowledge that you want to pay attention to when it comes to all maps, knowing what doors stay and, well, spawn open. Yeah, his mic keeps cutting in and out of VoIP. No, there. His mic keeps cutting in and out of VoIP. There's definitely somebody within this building. I haven't heard any footsteps as of yet, but I'm just going to try and take it slow, wait until I actually hear some form of audio. So I'm just going to clear the whole of the downstairs area so that I don't get shot in the back at any point, clearing all the showers. Go into this next room here, and you'll see that I'm always leaning. Every time I go through a doorway, I'm leaning. My lean keybind is just the standard keybinds, but yeah, I've got some magical little fingers, so I'm strafing through the doorways and leaning at the same time. I'm slowly making my way up. Gonna go into the library, and you'll see here that I always go for the little right hand peek on each bookshelf and then just make sure there's nobody in the corner. So I sprint across, lean again, always keeping that point fire head height, making sure that if there is somebody there, I could just instantly shoot and head tap them, hopefully. So I'll let this gunfight play out, and it basically just turns into a complete shitstorm. So I open the door and I spot a PMC. And here we go. So at this point, there's just gunshots going from absolutely everywhere. And I think SX is shooting me because when I came back around, I didn't think they'd actually got out of that room fast enough. The guys now just ran down the stairs and killed SX. Partly my fault. I pick up the first kill there. I go for the crouch lean, and this guy just runs straight at me. And as you can see by the look of my face, I'm so confused. So when I first open the door and I see the guy in there, I realize that there's actually two guys. As I then rotate round to the actual meth, like the little sort of medicine side behind the glass, they somehow managed to push out within that split second. So when I'm being shot, I think that they're still in the room. So I say to SX that he's shooting me, and he's not shooting me. They're shooting me and he's shooting them, but the whole gunfight turns into an absolute madness. So I run in here, one of the guys run down the stairs, he gets killed. It is what it is. It's kind of bad conversation, bad communication, sorry, and I'm now trying to chat to the last teammate and asking him why they're just sitting in rooms. So we'll let this little bit play out, and I'll show you what happens here.
Keep them coming!
So we're VoIP into each other. I want to make sure that I'm under pain meds. I hear him running around. He also now drops his bag. As soon as another PMC drops their bag, I kind of expect them to be a reasonably good player. And he strafes across the doorway. We get some shots. And then he just walks into the room. I don't really understand what his game plan was there, but he strafed straight into the room. And as you see, I've actually snipped it again because nothing really happens. I loot the two dudes, and that's about it. GG's, boys. GG's. Sorry, I'm still in the fight. But Panks as well. GG, man.
You look British.
As you see there, I had a follow coming in. That was actually from one of the two guys that I've just killed. They were pretty chilled. They came to the chat. They said, GG's, well played. And yeah, at this point, I can hear another guy, but I'm not 100% sure where he is. So I open this door and I get shot at. And obviously at this point, I don't really want to go peeking doorways too much. I want to try and at least get some movement. I can hear some grass along the side. And then I hear a guy up top. So I'm like, right, try and get a nade up into that library. And then I'm going to try and push and make the play. So that's SX's body from the previous gunfight. I'm just constantly scanning every single corner, making sure that nobody is in here, trying to make sure that I'll go everything covered. Obviously, there is a little bit of blood splatter from the first guy that I shot within this raid. So at this point, I've heard a footstep. They are in the library. I heard a wooden footstep. They're definitely in the library. So I'm just kind of aiming head height, waiting for one of them to try and make a peek.
I would push, but I can't hear shit, lads, so give me a sec. Let me just get the airdrop out of the way.
And as you heard me say in game there, I wanted to push, I wanted to get involved in this fight, but I couldn't because of the airdrop. I didn't want to put myself at a disadvantage and try and push without actually having any audio cues. So there's the previous guy that I've killed. I'm peeking it slowly. It's actually quite a bad peek there. Don't do that. That's a weird little left-hand peek. Then I see his laser on the wall. So I shut the door, and obviously at this point, they're definitely in the library. Like, there's no potential messed up audio. Definitely a dude in there. I'm trying to work out my best plan of action. So we run back outside. And this bit was actually really confusing. I don't actually quite know what happened here. So I throw a nade up, and there's a guy in, but downstairs.
What the fuck?
What? And yeah. I don't know how I killed him. I don't know how he didn't kill me. But I just came from downstairs and he must have like got out of a window and wrapped around or something. And he ended up inside and it scared the life out of me. But there we go. I don't know how he didn't kill me. I don't know where the fuck he was. I don't know how he's even there. So we managed to pick up the kill. He had a nice little M1A, so we snagged that mid-fight. And you'll see that I actually dropped my armor because my armor was completely damaged and his Corund was in much better shape. So we just switch out the armors mid-fight. That's something that you want to pay attention to and make sure that you're doing in your fights. Swapping out your armors and stuff if they're getting damaged. Even if it is mid-fight, try and do it as fast as you possibly can. Make sure you know your keybinds and yeah, throw it straight across. So at this point, I'm like 95% sure there's still a guy in here. Oh, there's two. And the way that I knew there was two is because the first gun that shot at me earlier on was not the same as the second gun that shot at me. So you want to be paying attention to all the different, again, all the different audio cues of the actual gunshots and things like that. It's really important. Different colored lasers, etc. So these guys are in a really bad spot. I'm just holding the right-hand peak. I've got 73 round mag on this gun, so I feel fairly confident. I end up reloading and then just holding the long angle. Just expecting them to push out. To be honest, if I'm one of them guys, I actually consider jumping out of the window, trying to wrap around behind me. There's two guys. They can 2v1 me. Try and sandwich me some way, but instead I'm pretty sure they just try and fly out in the same way and it doesn't end well for them. But we quickly repack some mags. I hear the footsteps on the wood as if they're actually going to try and make a run for it. One manages to get across, second guy then just slow peeks, and then he just the guy that managed to get across just slowly left-hand peeks, and it just causes them both to die. I don't really know what their plan was there. They both end up getting killed. We pick up the bag and we then proceed to loot. After finishing looting, I go to actually make my way out of here. And as I'm about to walk out, I spot this red laser. I'm like, right, well, there's clearly another guy. I hadn't had any audio cues. I spot him at the end there, so I run across and obviously do the free look. You want to make sure that you're always abusing that, guys. Run across and free look. Unless somebody has absolutely insane reactions or you get a little bit of nasty desync, you'll always be able to get across the hallways and stuff. And actually get a little bit of info on where the person is. So we've managed to get downstairs, pop the pre-med, and now it's about sussing out exactly where he is, because any good player is going to have at least repositioned slightly. He's not going to still be sitting at the same door. And then I hear him coming down the stairs, so we just hard aim the corner, voice line, make him push. And I'm pretty sure he walked straight into my sight. There we have it. Nice and simple. And again, before diving straight on the body, just a quick check. Make sure that we're perfectly safe.
Ooh, baby, do you know that's worth? Ooh, customs is a place on earth. Mate, I fucking love this map.
And a little victory sing-song. We've managed to drop 6 PMCs there. Not a bad little raid.
I don't really know what this guy was doing. Just absolutely YOLO'd a corner for no real reason.
There we go. There's me explaining. This guy YOLO'd the corner for no reason. We've got out with a nice bit of loot. And if you have enjoyed this, guys, there's 6 PMC kills there. Please, please, please like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below if you want me to talk more, talk less. I mean, I probably can't talk much more. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. There will be more of these to come. Thank you very much. Peace out.